Now, I'm sure this question, the most dangerous number in business to a lot of people seems quite obvious. So, um, whenever I work with the clients, I always ask them this question: what's the most dangerous number in your business? And the most obvious answer is zero, being zero customers, $0 in the bank, or even worse, having a red symbol in their financials, meaning they're in the negative. Now, I just want to share with you for a couple of minutes my point of view on the most dangerous number in business. I was raised on a farm, so like most farmers, very, very astute in the way they run their business, and my dad was no different. We had a lot of sheep in our farm, but with those sheep, we had two options with them. We had the option to shear them, which we did. We sold the wool, and we also raised fat lambs, which we sold to the marketplace. We also grew potatoes, we grew peas, we grew wheat, we grew oats, we grew hay, all which we could sell. And I remember asking Dad in my younger years, now, why do we do so much stuff? And he said, quite simply, if one crop fails, whether there's a drought or it's wiped out for some other reason, insect pests, whatever, we've got other income sources. And secondly, it allows us to insulate ourselves against sometimes lower prices in the marketplace. So if the price of lambs went down, we still had the sale of potatoes, the oats, the wheat, peas, etc. to carry us through. And finally said, look, it's a waste of resources. We've got all this land here, and providing we manage it properly and don't overcrop it, overstock it, the land will look after us. So in business, I look at, well, how does this relate? What is the most dangerous number in business? And the most dangerous number is not those two. It is, in fact, the number one. Number one. So we've got one marketing campaign. And a lot of people are on social media and they just get all their business off Facebook or LinkedIn or their website or wherever. Might be that get all their business off repeat customers. But what happens if something affects that stream of marketing for you? All of a sudden, then you're down to zero or you're in big trouble. The other one, a big one, is one client. And I had this with a client of mine a few years ago, where he was doing maintenance for major supermarkets. And he had two supermarkets, actually, not one, but two. He had Woolworths and Coles. And I said to him, what happens if somebody comes in and undercuts you? And he said, oh, I'll be in big trouble. So I said, well, let's go out and look for other clients, which we did. We got him a base of about 35 different commercial properties that he could look after and do maintenance on. And as time went by, he did lose both of those clients. And quite, he was surprised even then when it happened. He said, well, I didn't think it would happen. I thought I'd have them forever. But I said, you can't control who employs you, who gives you business. So this is why it is so important to not put all your eggs in one basket, going back to the old farm days. So if you'd like more information on how you can get out of the number one syndrome, get away from that most dangerous number, please put the number one in the comment box below, and I'd love to help you.